I want there to be any sound feedback, just in case. Hey guys,
Happy birthday.
happy birthday.
Oh, wait, when am I supposed to give you your gifts?
Well, I don't have any gifts for you, so
That's okay.
whenever you want.
Right now?
Sure.
Okay. I'm trying to remember.
Okay.
Oh. Well, one gift is still coming.
Oh.
But
Okay.
I'll give you what I got now.
Well, for some context, guys, this weekend it's our birthdays. Separate. We each get a day. So this is our, if you read the title of the podcast, which you better have or else you're fake, this is our last part.
Bray, I don't even remember where I put it. Let me see.
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
Last podcast as teenagers.
I got you this. I got you these. Oh! Dude, I just remembered what else I got you. You're not ready. I got you those. I don't know if they're good, but we can try them.
Birthday cake flavored
Dude,
Oreos.
actually close your eyes.
Okay. My eyes are closed.
Okay, open them. Oh, wait, should I show the camera first?
If you want.
Okay. Dude, this is why I'm a gift getter. I either get them last minute and they're really bad, or I get them years ahead of time and they're good, and then I forget, and then I remember, and then I'm like, wow.
Did I hear elastic?
Okay.
Whoa, it's a t-shirt. OMG! Where'd you get this from?
Target.
Major W. I was about to buy a Paul Brown t-shirt on Depop, but I was like, trying to lowball them, and they would not let me lowball. Like, the lowest amount they would take was $15 for it.
Target, bro. I literally dropped to my knees when I saw it and started rummaging.
Where should I put this guy?
I thought the shark was fun.
I like the shark. Big fan of sharks. Maybe I'll put it.
Do we need some birthday lighting? We also have this that I found on the ground on the way back from class.
Like 2 months ago.
It's tough, bro.
I can't get it. Yeah, good job. On my book bag.
For real. We have cake from the dining hall to celebrate.
Let's try these birthday cake Oreos right now, though.
Yeah, because we may have plowed through the Oreos in the first 4 days of living here. I don't know if they're going to be good. I assume it's just a normal Oreo with sprinkles.
I hope so.
Ooh, I just snotted in the puff.
How many 13 grams of sugar in 2 cookies? I feel like that's a lot. Is it?
It's an Oreo. You want 0 gram of sugar?
No,
Oreo?
I feel like that's like saying it's a lot compared to the normal amount.
I like the chocolate part. I like the cookie better than the cream anyway. So, like, there's some decreaming I need to be doing. I'll do that.
Actually, it tastes pretty similar to regular Oreo.
Yeah.
I haven't gotten Jenna's gifts yet because I was gonna go home for. Oh, I'm going home this weekend, and
Where's
I don't want to dox myself.
I know. That's why I said that.
But I don't live close to here. I'm going home, and I didn't want to have to deal with shipping again because for Christmas, the gift that I bought her, they kept saying, "Oh, it's gonna come, it's gonna come," and they kept pushing it back and back. And so they're like, "It's not gonna come until after you guys leave school." So I was like, "I'm just gonna get her something else. I'm gonna whatever." So I don't want to have to deal with that again. So I'm just gonna get something IRL at home. Yeah, my shark.
When I got your pasta order today, I put it in under my name. And I guess my handwriting was sloppy. So they were like, Jenny!
I originally mobile because I got Starbucks today. I mobile ordered that, and I mobile ordered a pasta order, and it was supposed to be done at 12:30, and it was like 12:42, and they're like, they hadn't even started making it, so I just went in person, and I didn't get my first order. I had 2 orders of pasta today. Today, I know, big back, but I didn't get the first order until like one something.
Sometimes I get lost in the water bottle, bro. I start drinking and then I realize I can just keep going.
Real. So, pretty slow day. Mentally, physically, emotionally.
I went to class. Haven't missed a class yet. Not that I ever really missed a class, I feel like. But celebrate wins where you can.
It's true.
This week has felt indefinitely long.
It's because we have something to look forward to. That's why.
It's true.
I knew it. I said it on, I think, Sunday. I was like, this week's going to go slow.
And when we're gone, it's going to go so fast. It's not fair.
I'm so excited to go home. I just want to go home. Also, well, mainly it's because I don't know if you guys have ever heard of this video game called Valorant. But I may or may not have developed.
I think one of our subscribers has
I may or may not have developed like a really close attachment to this game. If you're curious, yes, I have been playing it for now 5 years.
Are you part of the Gunnar community on
Hell
Valorant?
no. There are some weird creatures on Valorant.
Do you project a mommy like presence and voice on the game?
No. Okay. If I talk like in a normal way when I play Valorant to my teammates, like I try, like I'm not annoying, like I'm not talking to annoy them specifically. They'll say weird things to me, so I have to be annoying. But then if I'm annoying, then they'll be like, "Are you a woman or are you a young boy?" And it's like, who knows? Like, what will keep me from getting harassed? But,
turning 20 and going immediately to Unk mode.
But we'll be the youngest 20-year-olds.
Yeah. We're the youngest of the new decade.
It's true.
20 is gross. It's disgusting. Every time I think about it, I'm like, how do you know I've been alive for that long, though? Like, who's going to prove that?
When I was younger, I used to think all the time that there was a chance that people were lying about my birthday.
Dude, wasn't there a thing in, like, there was, like, one country that how they counted age was a little different, and then they switched
Korea?
to the way...
South Korea?
Yeah, and they all had to, like, change their age.
Yeah.
Let's rerun that.
Because I think in South Korea, you're, like, 2 years older than your actual age. So we'd be, like, 22. It's, like, hard to figure out. I could just lie though to everyone I meet.
Yeah, it's just I don't know. Like I didn't mind being a teen. I mean, I guess it's glad it's over.
Yeah, because really those are your formative years. But then no, like apparently it just never stops. You know,
which I believe.
Like your 20s are just like more problems, and then your 30s.
That's what people say.
Problems.
But I think people want to like make bad decisions and be like, it was my age.
Well, that's that too, but also like, but the thing is like your age, you know, your level of maturity presents new problems as time progresses. So like when I was 2, you know, we had the whole diaper situation. Now I'm about to be 20. What's my biggest problem right now? There's definitely an exam coming up eventually that I know.
That's not maturity though. That's just your planner, bro.
Maybe I'll keep that one to myself.
Just say I digress.
Anywho, yeah, like that's just how life is, you know? Like when I was 14, it was whatever. Who even cares?
This is like that was like very unk of you. Just like old person tangent. You
I've been
didn't
on
even
that
have the
trail.
energy to commit to the conversation.
It's just one of those days.
Yesterday someone handed me my food and they said enjoy. I said you too.
I almost said that today. She handed me my ID back and she said, "Enjoy your lunch," and I almost said, "You too."
She
But I
eats
said,
lunch, I assume.
"Thank
I
you."
hope. Miss
Well,
Pam.
is that her name? She
Says it
looks
on the
like
receipt.
it.
Miss Pam.
Really?
Yes, I love Miss Pam, bro.
I like her Columbia jacket, her pink one.
Are we talking about the same person?
Maybe not.
She usually wears the bandana.
Yeah. She wears a Columbia jacket.
I'm not checking her fit.
I'm always checking people's fit. I'm always looking at people's shoes. I've been like this since middle school. I would always look at people's shoes. Still do. Some girl at the gym was wearing your New Balances yesterday. It was the same one that was doing mad PDA with her boyfriend.
Yeah, PDA.
Yuck!
Yeah.
What about you?
PDA is weird.
I think, okay, like, yeah, you guys are in a relationship. I'd assume you
And
like
the crazy
each
thing
other.
about PDA is that it really only makes the girl look bad.
What do you mean?
I feel like PDA always comes back on the girl.
Why?
Because it's just a guy being weird in public is just a guy being a guy. But like the girl, you like the one time when he was under her in the desk, we were like, is she okay? Like she's the one who's like shouldn't be in that scenario. Him being under the desk wasn't the problem. It was her being there.
It was her
Like
allowing
blink twice
it.
if you need. Yes, it always comes back on the girl.
I understand this. Yeah, I think PDA is so gross. Actually, because like nobody cares. Also, speaking of women and PDA, yesterday in my class, I witnessed a lesbian couples display of PDA. And it was actually kind of scary for me because not because they were lesbians, but because of the fact that I turned to my right before class starts, and I'm seeing this display of affection. And I was like, oh, like shocked and scared because I hate PDA. Then I turned back, and then I heard something, and I looked over again, and they were sitting one in front of the other. The one that was sitting behind was staring at me, like she was trying to explode me with her mind, and I got really scared. But yeah, I just don't like PDA. I think we should all just keep that to ourselves inside and stop. Retweet if you agree. Like and comment down below if you agree with my statement. Everyone's liking and commenting. We're going famous. We're going famous.
My teacher, you know when teachers when not teachers, professor. We're almost grown now. We're almost hitting like what is it, peak female value age.
Right.
After
yeah.
this, we're just gonna depreciate
It's true.
and like society's gonna throw us to the wayside.
So I gotta log in.
But our professor, because we share a lot of things here. If anyone wants to do my homework, like and subscribe. Anyway, my professor, she was like and some professors like to like lay out on the table. Like my one professor, he crosses his legs and leans up against the desk. And the desk had wheels would like kind of move awkwardly.
I don't think I've ever had a professor like that. But continue.
But she went to like lean on like the podium or something, but the podium was on a table, and every time she leaned on it, it would like shift. She would like send the whole podium flying, and she's like, guys, it's because it's slippery, it's not because of my weight. It was just really funny because it happened like 2 more times. She's like, so slippery.
Yesterday my schedule is actually kind of like ideal schedule in that 2 days a week I'm busy AF, and then 2 days a week I have one class at 5, and then I have no classes on Friday. It's just really a dream. But I have a 9:30 Tuesday, Thursdays. Yesterday I went to my 9:30 because duh, I'm a good student. And my professor had a cold, which is like, okay, fine, you have a cold. We all get colds. We're all human. But she had this cough that was like, every time she coughed, you think maybe a little lung is going to come up with it. But every time she coughed, she cupped her hands like in front of her face. And then she would go, cough, cough, cough. And she did that like at least 10 times during the class. And it was a short class yesterday too. So I hope she's feeling better today. That's my statement on that.
I had some kind of like electrical dysfunction in class yesterday. I was writing and I stopped and I had like a tremor. Dude, something I literally like jerked in my seat.
A twitch.
Yes, but it was like this. I was like writing and I stopped and I went, and I couldn't control it and I didn't know what happened. And
That happens to me when it's cold.
I was like, well, this is awkward.
Do you think anyone noticed?
No, because I think most people don't care.
It's true. People only care if you're doing something weird for a long period of time. You know?
Well, people only think it's care if you make eye contact with them and let them like you let them acknowledge the fact that it's weird. But if you act like it's normal, they're just gonna go by.
It's true.
It's only weird if you make it weird. So don't make it weird.
Unless it
you
is
want to
actually
be
weird, like, oh, you're on Gooner Twitter.
But then just gaslight, deny, gaslight, deny.
Like, last
someone started gaslighting my Spanish teacher. I'm actually scared. Okay. Someone, maybe I was in this class, maybe I wasn't. Okay, this is all alleged, possibly hypothetical. Whatever. Her friend answers a question, and they've had issues with the teacher before. Like they don't want to participate. The teacher's like, and they just go pass, and she's like, ask the question again, and then they just go pass, and then they ask the question again, and then they just go pass. It's so annoying. Like just answer the question. It's not like it'll be okay, or say I don't know. But her friend said one answer, and then the teacher like repeated her answer back to her, and then the girl jumped in and was like, she didn't say that, she didn't say that, she said this, and the teacher was like, oh, I really thought she said this one because this one's right and that one's wrong. And then her friend looked back at her and was like, yo. Mad aggressive with the teacher.
I don't understand people who can be like rude to your teachers.
I never had an issue with
Substitutes. Oh my gosh. Yes. Back in like, I think it was grade middle school. It was middle school. I found out that because my grade was so small, somebody told me that this one kid didn't like me. And I was like, why doesn't he like me? And they're like, oh, he said that you're rude to the substitutes. So he doesn't like you. And I was like, I wasn't rude to the substitutes. But then, you know, you kind of grow out of certain things.
I wasn't rude to her. She came at me, bruh, and I was not having it. Also, she always picked favorite. Okay, so our teacher went into labor during social studies class in 6th grade, so she had to bounce. She had to go give birth. She had to bounce. She was out on maternity leave after that. Like, actively having contractions, and her boss had to come in and sit in her chair. Because she was we were taking a test. She was at the table. She was like, ooh. Like, she was actively in labor. Anyway, we got this sub afterwards, which everyone want to talk about how, because this sub got instated as like a real teacher afterwards, because I think my girl went back to the old school. But she also told us about when there was an active school shooter and like she was there and she had to put the filing cabinet in front of the door and like she broke down crying. It was really sad and really scary. And we were like, dude, also when we did a lockdown drill in that class, someone farted under the table. And if you laughed, you got a referral, bro. So we were all just like shaking and crying. It's crazy. Anyway. This sub, and that social studies teacher, she like because she was going out on maternity leave, they brought the sub in because she was going to be long-term subbing, so like for her to like shadow how the class runs or whatever. And like she was like shadowing, and that teacher, all she would do is talk about her personal time and her personal life and like having a baby and like her family, like everything. Like that's what class time was. So I was like drawing and writing some. I was like doing personal works. Creative works. And she saw me doing it while she was shouting in class. She's like, what are you doing? And I was like, this. She's like, you want to put this away? And I was like, and do what? And then I put it away or whatever. I sat there. She also picked favorites. She liked the little boys. She liked like the you know, there's some people in the class who are a little tinier than others. Like the ones who are more baby, like she liked the little boys. And she didn't mess with me. Also, one time I answered a question on a quiz with like I started with what? Or I started an answer with what. She's like, you can't start a sentence with what unless it's a question.
How did you answer something starting with what? How did you do that?
But it made sense. Like it worked.
But that makes no sense because like what is what's making it what is what's making it the question? Or what makes okay, never mind. I get it.
Yeah, like what makes the sun rotate or not the sun rotate?
That's a question.
No, but it can be made into an answer. What makes the earth rotate is the tilt of its axis.
Yeah, but why would you word it like that?
You can still word it like that. It's a free country. I've read so many books from these college professors where they're not even using proper anything. And that's when I realized, when we would read books in class, I'd be like, wait, they're not following the rules of grammar. I realized that they don't exist.
Well, okay, well, interesting.
PMO, yo. PMO, when I got a college doctor professor giving me homework and she switches the equation around halfway through and then we spent the entire 50-minute class period going over the homework because she confused herself.
Man, I hate when that happens. But I just remembered while you were telling your story, which I did listen to, that I don't remember like why he thought I was rude to the substitutes. Like I cannot think of a single instance. I think like I definitely was more unfiltered and had an attitude back in the day, so maybe perhaps that was it. But like I don't think I was
I
actually
was
rude to
thinking
the
about this. That's like
substitutes.
a canon for every girl, I would say, between the ages of 12 and 14. I know you're watching. Um, you just hit a period in your life where you were the most volatile version of yourself, and then you come out of it and you're like, nothing was that serious that I need to be that volatile
It's
all the
true.
time.
And we do know why it happens. Hormones, puberty.
Women and their excuses.
Are you kidding? No, like that's where it all starts. And then
Yes,
once you
and
get used to it, you
it's just
calm
crazy
down.
because you're so mad about you're just mad at the world. You don't like yourself. Like your body's getting weird. Like
It's
everything's just
true.
like, ugh.
It's true.
The
What?
Bridgerton recap.
Oh my god, I forgot all about that. So we watched episodes one through
Speaking of
4.
hormones,
We watched episodes 1 through 4 of Bridgerton. How many sex scenes were there? At least 20.
mommy got cracked.
Yeah.
Which I'm glad they did it in the most respectful way possible.
I don't think they actually showed her in the midst of the action.
No, they just showed him his butt.
They showed like the beginning.
That
Which
man
is
looks like a
good,
genie.
because here's the thing about Bridgerton though is that they will show you the whole sex scene start to finish like you're watching porn. But they didn't do
Also,
that for
okay,
Violet.
so like, yeah, they didn't do it for Violet. I don't know why we needed any of that to begin with.
No,
They could have just showed them waking up in bed together and
It's
just
true.
and her be like, "Oh, you gotta leave before the kids wake up," and that would have been enough. For me.
Yeah. But then they actually have like a whole arc where she's like, man, I'm having
Oh,
desires.
bro, the
And actually,
metaphors.
that arc of her being like, man, I'm having desires goes back to Queen Charlotte, which I think came out somewhere around the first or second season. So we've had years of Violet Bridgerton just being like, I need this thirst satiated, and I don't understand.
It was
why
the
that's
metaphors for
important.
me. The most like Chat GPT generated
In
metaphors.
Queen Charlotte, she's like, my flower has bloomed. My flower is
Yeah,
blooming.
when we were watching that, I was like, I think it's a metaphor. And
I
you're like,
thought she was talking
you're
about
like,
an
it's
actual
not.
flower.
And you're like, no, it's not.
Or a
She's
garden,
being literal.
garden.
And
I
I
thought
was
she was
like,
being literal because he
bruh,
died in the garden.
It's giving metaphor.
It's crazy.
They're
I think it's 'cause
teasing.
they were in
They're
public,
teasing
too.
Anthony and Kate coming back.
Which I need that.
Which
I miss
why
that.
do you have to rely on the best season of storyline just to carry? I don't like that. There's too many subplots going on. I don't know what's going on, but there's too many subplots going on this season. I'm just confused.
Yeah. And also, like, when is Eloise gonna stop and start? Eloise is the same age as us.
Not in real life.
Not in real life. No, she's pushing 40. Like, actually,
Which
like,
is great for a 40-year-old.
She doesn't look 40. No, she looks great. It's fine.
She
I have
doesn't
no
look
problem with
19
her.
either.
She looks somewhere in between.
Probably 20. That's what we're gonna look like the day after her birthday. But yeah, I'm confused. They also aren't spending enough time on Benedict and Sophie. Sophie.
Yeah. Benedict and Sophie. Because season 1, all that was shoved in our face was Daphne and the Duke. Daphne and the Duke. Season 2, I feel like Anthony was in. It was either Anthony or Kate in every single scene. Season 3, we started seeing too much of side characters. But to be fair, like the main couple was kind of
Boring.
Who cares? Now I don't know. I'm a little confused. And also we're focusing, like, I get it, Sophie's a maid, she's the help, but I don't care about the other help. I don't want to know about the other help story. I don't actually care at all. I'm a little confused.
I'm just like, it's just so uninspired. And then the ending.
Also, wait.
They just wanted to end it on like a what's gonna happen
It's
next
true.
note, and it's like, why is this happening?
But also that was like the worst thing he could have possibly said too. So we won't say what it is, avoid certain spoilers. But also I remembered that somebody recently said, because it's a Netflix show, that Netflix is making their shows so that people can watch them without having to pay attention. Like they can scroll on their phone while watching the show and still know what's going on. So they're dumbing everything down and simplifying it.
Okay, it's still not good.
Well, yes, that's the thing. It's worse because they're simplifying it. We watched it. Like, we actually watched it.
Season 3 wasn't that good either.
Season 3 was because of the characters. But then also the thing is, they have source material to go off of. I don't understand how you mess that up when you have
Dude.
your whole plot written
And
for
just
you.
knowing what happens, what's his name, John?
Yeah, Lord Kilmartin.
He's so precious.
He's done nothing wrong.
He's so precious. I don't think I like Michaela.
I mean, we don't
She
really know
got
her
some,
at all.
I don't know, but she got some attitude about her. This
That's
is the
true,
problem,
actually. I
is
saw.
when you're doing a sequential show, you can't give too much of the people who are coming up to be like the main character,
Yeah.
because I've already decided if I like them or not. I already did not like Penelope by the time it was her season. Colin, I didn't like him by the time second season when he comes back and he's still on this girl with them twins.
Twins?
Yes, you said this in the last episode. You were like twins. Oh no, Colin comes back in the second season with the psychedelics, and Benedict takes the psychedelics.
I don't remember twins.
She has twins. The one who pulled up pregnant.
Oh, something with an M. Something with an M-A.
Yeah, she has twins.
I didn't know that.
And then he goes to visit her, but she got a whole man.
Yeah.
And then it's
something
awkward as
silver
hell.
something. You'll never guess. Ugh, I can't tell you that. But what was I gonna say?
Queen Charlotte was way longer than it needed to be. Did I watch it? Not really. It was just kind of on in the room so loud for so long. I felt like I was in a Queen Charlotte wind tunnel.
I was playing Roblox the entire
But
time.
it could have been a 2-hour special.
It's true.
Because they spent half the episodes doing it one way and then they just replayed the other half.
It's not even like they gave you like new insight. It was the exact same scenes again. And that was my second time watching Queen Charlotte. I didn't get anything new out of it. I was gonna say something, I can't remember. Oh yeah, I saw on Instagram they posted like a reel of Michaela, and it was supposed to be like like when they film like their special things for the Instagram account, and something just about the way she was talking. I was like, I don't like her. Like, she was pissing me off. I'll have to show it to you later.
She just came in mad. There was too much attitude on her.
Exactly. She has too much attitude. She's not even from here yet. She's acting like she's the boss. We'll have to see.
I like Hyacinth. Gregory, I don't know about that one.
Well, he's a Benedict Bridgerton boy.
Yeah, but I don't know about that one. He's I think he's just still too young or something.
He's like 14. Or no, I think Hyacinth is 14. He's like 15 or 16. I don't know. They're very young.
Yeah, but like, so I like Hyacinth and all, but don't let me get to know her this season. I don't care.
I think they're gonna give Hyacinth more screen time this season. I don't think they're going for a more like everyone gets their season thing now. I think they're doing somebody's gonna get married this season, but you're gonna hear from everyone else.
Yeah, like the main I don't know. I rewatched season 2, most of it. It was so good.
I mean, I rewatched Bridgerton like last year, so
season 2 is so fun.
It kind of sucks that like Daphne and the Duke are not coming back.
They don't exist
ever. Like, they're gone.
Their ship sunk. It's at the bottom of the ocean. Low key, maybe they're the ones maybe they're Tarzan's parents. And the Jaguar got them.
Didn't they have like at least like 3 kids?
Maybe they had a son in the second season.
I think they should have like their kids come or something. Like, just find some biracial baby and have it be their kid.
You could just recast them. I don't care about them enough to be like, that's not canon.
I think people would care. That, like, you might not, but there are too many people who would care.
I mean, they recast Francesca.
That's because she had like nothing. She was in like one scene at the end of season 1. She comes back from school. That's why they were able to recast her.
She was in season 2, but yeah.
She was who she is now in season 2, I'm pretty sure.
It didn't look like it. There was some random in all the family scenes, and I did not see Francesca.
I don't remember at all, but she wasn't in it enough for people to care. But then also, like, they recast her because...
But if you're watching the show because Daphne and the Duke are your favorite, why are you still watching the show, bro?
If Daphne and the Duke are your favorite, you have some other issues that need to be worked out, because that is like the worst relationship I've ever seen in my life. I don't even care, like, past the point. They start off on a bad foot and they don't even like get past that. I feel like I don't think they like each other.
I don't care. Like, and the thing is, I guess they have like a quota for the amount of freaky scenes they need, so they just script Penelope and Colin. I don't care. You cannot convince me that relationship is good, normal, anything. You can't even convince me to like it.
I also can't look at that guy, the actor. I think his name's like Luke or something, with the fillers. I think he should get the fillers dissolved because he's hard to look at because his face is stiff and shiny.
I figured out what I don't like about him, and it's his nose. It's very piggy in the front. And I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just saying, like, that's my opinion of his look.
I have to go to class soon.
Oh yeah, you do.
We have two options: upload a half-hour episode or just do this later.
We can just do it later.
Okay. Let's just remember what we spoke.
We're another year older, another year wiser. Is it 5 hours later?
Just,
No shot.
when did we fit?
We finished at
Yeah.
4:30. It's 9.
Yeah, it's been 5 hours.
9:04.
Yep. It's been 5 hours.
That doesn't even feel real.
But like in those 5 hours,
We
what
got some
have
more
we done?
mileage on us.
It's
We went
true.
to the gym, if you can't tell.
Yeah, I went to class. I learned this freaking class. Oh my gosh. So basically, I have to talk about this. Like I texted Jenna while I was in this class. Like I have to talk about this class. I stayed silent for so
What class
long.
is this?
Environmental ethics. So we cover in this class. We're reading this book right now called Eating Animals, and it just basically talks like the morality behind eating animals, like or whatever. It's not like a don't eat animals. It just like it just gives you the fact. I don't know. I actually only read like 5 pages of it, and I have to read like 80 more. But we're talking about like, is it bad to eat animals? Like, what constitutes making it moral or immoral? What makes it like a little less immoral? And then we're talking about like, oh, why is it okay to eat, like pigs and not dogs? When pigs and dogs have the same amount of intelligence, but pigs can do less. And then somebody said that like, well, pigs like they can't do stuff to help us, like horses and dogs and cats and even cows, like they can work and do stuff to benefit us while they're alive. And then my professor was like, oh, but then like you could put that for humans who can't do anything, like disabled people.
We're not eating them.
Well, this kid in my class, he goes, actually, there's a reason why we don't eat people. Cannibalism. And then he starts talking about the details of cannibalism. And he's like, well,
Army Hammer. In the flesh.
No, that was like a deep cut. But also like this kid, like something about their mannerisms while they were talking were just like pissing me off, which like I have to be nicer, but I was just like, what is going on? And they're like, yeah, the reason why we don't eat humans is because like if our body gets used to digesting, human fat and human flesh. Right? Yeah, and then he's like, yeah, because we'll start digesting ourselves if we eat it. I'm like, okay.
Whoa.
Other side of the classroom.
Loki, get him on the pod.
Other side of the classroom, he had a weird tattoo. I couldn't tell what that tattoo was, but it was neon blue and red, and I was really confused. Then across the room, okay, there's this girl.
Could be Pepsi can.
It's true. There's this and it's forum. There's this girl in my class who she's a president of the philosophy club. So like,
are we going tomorrow?
Looking at all the things we need to get done, probably not.
At 7 though, I feel like we could.
We'll see. Like this is like her niche, so like it makes sense that she would talk a lot. But like, oh, we hear her like giggling across the room.
Giggling.
And so the professor was like, because she participates a lot in class, he knows who she is. So he was like, oh, what are you guys laughing about over there? And she's like, he knows what humans taste like. What? What? And then he's like, yeah, like, if you look on the internet, like cannibals say that humans taste like pork. I'm sitting there, not hiding my expression at all. I'm disgusted. I'm like, what does this even have to do?
Pork, bruh.
Damn.
It had barbecue sauce on it.
What was it? Like the type of...
Bro, I don't know. I just know it was pork. By the way it felt in my mouth. Johnny Pork.
We are Johnny Pork. I'm sorry. I didn't know that. Did it go in the trash?
I think so. Okay. I didn't know what you were doing. It was like,
is that condolences? Yeah, so that's what happened in class. I actually got cold called because my professor had, on the very first day of class, he made everyone...
Dude, it'd be so funny if he called it cold cut.
He made everyone fill out an index card. Just hold on to that thought, okay? I can tell you have one. He made everyone fill out an index card with their name, major, and like a few other things on it, and he hold on to these index cards. He goes up to a person, makes them pick an index card before class starts, and then whoever gets picked has to pick out the index cards for the rest of class. And I was thinking as like these index cards are getting picked, and I was like, it would be so crazy if I got picked today because like this is the most unprepared I've ever felt for this class, which is like probably because we had to read so much of this book. And I actually didn't read as much of the book that we had to read because it was a lot to read within like a day. Um, but I'm sitting there going like, wow, that would be like so crazy if I got cold called. And then he's like, okay, let's pick another person. Kiana? That's me. That's me. And then, but he said was like, what's your opinion on the book so far? You know, what are your initial thoughts? Any opinions? And I was like, oh, easy, light work. So it could have been worse. He could have called me for something else. So
I got cold called today, and I couldn't tell. I didn't know if I forgot there wasn't someone sitting behind me, so like she kept approaching me, getting closer, and I couldn't tell if she was holding eye contact with me, so I just sat there like. And then she was like, but then the kid who sits in front of me, who happens to be my group, he answered for me. And I was like, oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know you were talking to me. And I did actually know the answer, so it wasn't that big of a deal. And she was like, oh, don't worry. When she walked by, she went like, I was like, oh. But I did raise my hand and answer a question later on. So I was like, you can't get me.
Yeah,
Danny.
make up for it. That actually, like, also getting like called on when your professor doesn't know your name is even worse. Even like if you're raising your hand, because there's other people raising your hand, you're raising your hand, your professor doesn't know your name, and they're like, "Yeah, you."
I just
you could be looking.
I just
anywhere.
can't imagine people with like actual anxiety issues when like if cold calling begins, bro. I know their world starts ending. Like what they know starts fading.
After I got called on and I was answering, which actually like I hate participating in class because again like it kind of scares me a little bit. I don't really know why, but I was like, oh, this is like something easy too. And it's kind of worse though because we're sitting in a circle, so everybody is watching me.
I think that's fun.
Well, when I have to talk, that means everyone can see you.
Well, so, anyone can see you at all times.
Well, no, when you're sitting in class, like in the desk, regular like row setup, and you talk, like the people in like a corner, or like depending on where you sit.
I got snapped at for turning back and looking at someone when they fell out of their chair.
See? Exactly, it's harder for everyone to see you. But as I started talking, I was like, not talking normally, like answering the question as one would, but I was like, why is it getting so hot in here? Like, why are my armpits sweating? And then I was like, oh, like my face is burning red, like red hot. But yeah, like, these things happen. It's over 5 hours ago. So,
dude, okay, well, she started class, and we spent most of the class going over our homework that she messed up on, which was mentioned in part 1 of this podcast.
In the beginning of the video.
Yeah. I don't know. Did I say this earlier?
I don't remember.
That I saw a girl, my group mate, like I went to the bathroom, I pissed or whatever, and then I got out and I heard someone like sniffling.
No.
Oh, so I heard someone sniffling, and I was like, I couldn't tell if it was like cold sniffling or like crying sniffling. So I get up and wash my hands, and like I see her and she's like rubbing like, her face or whatever, and I was like drying my hands. I was like, are you crying? Because she was in my group too, so I was like, are you crying? And she's like, no. I was like, oh, like I was like, are you sure you're okay? She's like, yeah. She's just like, I have a cold. I was like, okay. And then we chatted up about the class and how annoying it can be when a professor isn't applying themselves. And then we walked back into class together. And she was like, yeah, she started cold calling, so I thought it would be the perfect time to go blow my nose.
Actually, some kid in my class that I just went to today, he got up twice. And then came back, which is like, okay, sure, go to the bathroom, who cares? It's a long class, like I really don't care. But what stood out was when, again, we're in a circle so you can see anyone, and I sometimes just like to look around, see what everyone's reaction is to anything. And I look in his corner because he's also sitting near the professor. He has the longest strip of crumpled toilet paper, like it's falling off his lap, and he has the end and he's wiping his nose with it. And I was like, oh my gosh.
Illness etiquette, like our generation is so nerfed socially.
It's true. It's because of COVID. Like,
yes, like we were all like fun, happy, normal. COVID hit, bro. Now, if a teacher leaves a classroom, we all become statues. Like, and like with like the sneezing and the coughing, bro. I've never seen so many people run out of a room coughing or being scared to sneeze in an enclosed space.
It's true. Actually, when I sneeze, I'm just like, I wonder how many people are going to say bless you to me, or who will know that I just sneezed.
But sometimes it'll be like a group effort. Like I try to say it when I like am conscious of what's going on, obviously. But today my teacher sneezed, where she sneezed like once in the class, and then she sneezed again, but it was like a, and like she like moved with it, like it was so weird.
What did everyone say? Bless you.
Yes, at least my whole like section, we were all like, "Bless you, please keep
Well,
our grades high."
Like, you have to glaze. Not even just bless you. God bless you.
Yeah, like
I guess let's start running through the our list. Never forget our list of topics that we have. Just when the conversation starts to lull.
when the list gets leaked. Bridgerton, bro, we've been down that road so many times.
Okay, this is funny. I don't want to talk about this, but you used the wrong site here, and I just thought that was funny.
Wait, what did I say?
What is wow, thought on people Myers-Briggs. Oh, actually we could talk about this because I also found out what my attachment style was yesterday.
How?
I took a quiz. You can take one later.
Okay.
Okay. Myers-Briggs the other day in the dining hall. Actually,
Weeks
the
ago.
day first pod dropped. That's
2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
3 maybe.
2, almost 3 weeks ago. I made Jenna take the Myers-Briggs to find out what her Myers-Briggs was. Do you remember?
The champion.
Okay.
Whatever that means.
So it was, I think E.
Or it was something. On one of the websites said the champion, and I was like, good enough for me.
I think it was, well, it's E something. We know that.
What do you mean?
ENFP. I knew it.
ENFP. NFT. Donate now.
Introverted, extroverted, neurodivergent. I'm only making that joke because she made the same joke. Teme. Extrovert.
Temu.
This cute little Chinese thrift store that I found online. It's a small company. It's called Temu.
Don't forget to gatekeep it.
Extroverted.
Narcissistic.
N stands for, because I
Noob.
also have the N in mind, which is kind of crazy. Extroverted. Intuitive, I think. Wait, let me double check actually.
Nerfed.
Okay, wait, it tells you what job you should get. Oh, it just says tan champion. Never mind.
Champion.
Intuitive. Okay. Extroverted, intuitive, feeling, and perspecting.
One more time.
Extroverted, intuitive, feeling, and perspecting.
Feeling.
Yeah, you feel?
Yeah. I have no control of it though. You heard.
If you're curious, mine is INTP. I kind of look bald.
INTP.
I look like a boy with no hair?
I don't think so. INTP.
INTP. Introverted, neurodivergent, introverted.
Ticklish.
Introverted, intuitive, thinking, perceiving.
Thinking. What is okay? Can you break that down for me?
Okay. I think before I act. I'm introverted, intuitive, and perceiving.
What does it mean to be perceiving?
I don't know. Let's see. Oh, it says here that yours is the campaigner.
That's right.
And I think you were ENF.
Subscribe if you would vote for me.
Oh, subscribe. Yeah, subscribe. This is okay. This is really.
Yo, I was the vice president of K Kids in 5th grade. I feel like I've had other leadership roles. I've just never taken them seriously.
Okay. You prefer to keep your options open, stay flexible, and adapt to situations rather than planning them in
Stay
detail.
fluid. That's my whole thing.
I don't believe that that's for me.
Oh, for you?
Yeah. For you, yeah. I think I can, but I don't
I
really
like to stay liquid.
It really depends on what's going on.
That's
though.
why I take laxatives. I'm kidding.
I don't like. It really is important to plan certain things out, but certain things don't need planning. So I don't know. It's true. Like, you should see me in the summer when I have no schedule. Like,
yeah, but are you put off if something comes up and disrupts like what you were planning on doing, even if you have no plan?
well, it depends on what that thing is. Because like if somebody texts me day of and they're like, "Oh, do you want to hang out?" and I had nothing to do, I would be like, "Okay, like that's not a big deal." But if it's like I had no clue that I had like a big event to go to. I don't know. I don't have big events, but like there was like a
The
big
Met Gala.
yeah, like oh my god, like I forgot like the Met Gala was coming up, and I spent months and months of like not preparing myself for this, and now it's like oh my god, the Met Gala is tonight. Like that would be nerve wracking, but I think that's just normal for anybody. Like if you had to have a big event coming up and you forget, like yeah, that sucks.
So that's what being perceiving means?
Well, being perceiving is that like you go with the flow. I don't know. I'm not Meyer or Brig.
Erlenmeyer flask.
I also, this is actually kind of embarrassing. I wanted to find out what my attachment style was because I think I saw something on Pinterest. So I took a little quiz and it says that my attachment style is fearful avoidant.
Probably checks out.
Yeah. So I actually sent a screenshot to my sister. So let me read what it says really quick. It's also known as disorganized attachment. Lead to having conflicted feelings about your relationships as you desire to form deep connections but fear losing your independence or getting hurt.
I think that checks out.
I do too, yeah. Yeah, we gotta make you take yours.
I don't know what it would be. I don't know what they are.
Well, there's only 4. There's like avoidant. Wait, let me look up what they are actually because I don't remember what they are. Attachment styles: secure, anxious, avoidant, dismissive, and avoidant, fearful.
Secure, anxious, dismissive, avoidant, or avoidant, fearful.
Yeah. So secure is like normal. Anxious is
I don't think I'm anxious.
I feel like dismissive is downplays importance of relationships, is usually extremely self-reliant and can become more vulnerable when there's a big crisis. And then secure can trust fairly easily, is attuned to emotions, can communicate upsets directly, leads with cooperative and flexible behavior in relationships.
No,
Do you think you're dismissive?
Dismissive is that it's not a big deal until something big happens.
Yeah.
Maybe. If not dismissive, maybe avoidant.
Well, avoidant, it's dismissive avoidant. And then
Probably, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So we'll take the quiz later and find out. But yeah, I just think it's really interesting finding out people's Myers-Briggs and like personality type and stuff, and if they think it like goes with them, because you sit down and you answer questions about yourself, and it's not even like a yes or no question. Like you're given a scale. You sit down and you answer questions about yourself, and then you're given a personality type that's supposed to fit you best, and then it's up to you to be like if you sit down, you take the whole quiz, and you're like, this doesn't fit me at all, then you lied. I think you lied.
I'm bad at answering questions about myself because I then have an entire existential crisis while doing it. And I'm like, okay, but do I do that or do I not do that? And
It's true.
it's my inherent bias. I can feel it within me.
Yeah, that's understandable. But, you had me there for that, so I helped.
I tried. But it's also something like, I don't know. I don't like the boxing. I don't like boxing.
Putting yourself. Well,
I don't like boxing.
It's better. It's kind of better that it's not like just like you can be like for the attachment styles. I don't believe like although they say there's only 4, there's got to be more than just 4. Because that's like a very small amount.
But I think when you start making things like categories and boxes, people try to like adhere to a certain style.
I don't think you should use it to like be like, this is how I have to live my life, but to better like have a better understanding of yourself.
Yeah.
Like to understand like, oh, like this is how I react to certain things. So maybe I should look at how I should process that or something. I don't know. Based off of this, I don't know. It's interesting, and also it changes. I think in high school I was freaking ESTP. I was not
ESPN.
So EA Sports.
Is it get your head in the game? What is it? Get in the game.
EA Sport. It's in the game.
It's in the game.
EA Sports.
That was Troy Bolton.
Gotta get your head in the game. I used to play FIFA FIFA something on my Xbox
back 360.
No, it was my Xbox 8. Xbox One when I was 8.
Xbox 8, bro.
I got the early release. Xbox One when I was 8 all the time. And I would come home from school, I would take my jumper off, change into my play clothes, and then I'd play FIFA on the Xbox.
My brother had an Xbox 360 and he had a bunch of games on there, and he had an NHL one, like a hockey one, and I would just play it and ice skate around
I
during the hockey match.
On the Xbox 360, I had Connect Sports.
Connectables.
I don't know what that is.
No one talks about the lore of Connectables.
I'm not sure what that
Birthday
is.
lore.
But I had Connect Sports like with the sensor, and then I had Just Dance 4, and those were like, we had other games, but those were like the two games that we would play the most. The Connect, what were they called? It was like some adventure sports or something.
Yeah,
The
with like
best
the
one.
rafting.
That was the best one. It was
Yeah,
so fun.
we played that one as a family.
Yep, because you have to jump and you had to catch the tokens. Oh, and there was the one where you're in like a shark tank under the sea, and then the fish and the sharks will come and they'll crack it, and then you have to seal up the cracks with your hands and your feet. Wow, that was really fun. And
Movie
there's
magic.
also a one where you're on like this like moving like, you're on like a conveyor, but well, you're on like a roller coaster sort of thing, but it's flat, and then it has like, you're attached to it the way a roller coaster is attached to its tracks, but you're on like just like a flat thing, and it's like an obstacle course, and you're moving and you have to jump and dodge and squat, and if you jump you go faster, and then there's like different levels. It was so fun.
Yeah, I remember that one.
I miss it. I wonder if there's any I'm missing. Oh, and there was this one with the balls, I think, and you would have to pop the balloon. I can't remember.
Monkey Bomber.
I can't
That was on
remember
the
like
Wii.
specifically like what the thing was, but it was fun. I miss it. You know, back when I had no
Xbox
responsibilities.
360 was elite.
It was so good.
But Xbox Live, having to pay for that still makes me feel like weak and worthless and poor.
That's why I play Fortnite on the Xbox, because you don't have to pay to be able to play Fortnite online. Ow.
But I got Connectables for like my 8th birthday, I think. I don't know. My oldest sister, she was going to Alabama to view University of Alabama. So she was down south with my mom. I was so butthurt about them not being there for my birthday. I felt genuinely abandoned. I was like, wow, they don't care about me. I got Connectables. And I ground out. Connectables was, you got pets. You got a pet bear, a pet tiger, a pet snow leopard, and you like interacted with them through the screen. And they had like a storyline, and you had to like, they were like on this island.
I don't know it at all.
It was so fun. I got that. I busted out the box, plugged it all in. So my brother and my sister were home, and my dad. My brother and my sister are running some kind of scheme. They start attacking each other over a roll of cookie dough. One thing about me and my family, we don't play about no cookie dough, bro. Salmonella, eggs, give it to us all. We want the dough.
You can't even get salmonella from store-bought eggs. I mean, but don't you use like farm fresh eggs?
Sometimes, but I've had raw egg swallow. It's not,
I really don't think
it's not that serious.
it's really not. I think salmonella is if you eat like
I'm
raw
sorry.
chicken.
Like, if a man is like, I can't eat that, it has raw egg in it, I'm gonna get salmonella. That's an egg.
Yeah, I think that's like a thing.
That's like
men
if
should
a
be able
man
to have raw eggs.
That's
Are
like
you
if a
kidding?
man's fishing and he don't want to touch the worms or the fish, and he's like, "Oh, can you take it off the hook for me?"
That's like basic like level things for a man to be doing.
Yes.
Eating raw eggs, baiting the hook,
Setting the hook, reeling them in. But like, that's just like, anyway, tangent over. But we had the roll of cookie dough. My siblings are attacking each other over it. My dad browns both of them, sends them to their room. They're not allowed to leave. I'm downstairs, and he's like, cookie dough's all yours. And I got the cookie dough for my birthday.
Wow.
Yep. Never forget that one. Because, like, why? This is why we can't have nice things, bro. Beating each other over a roll of cookie dough. It's still like that for real. We don't play about the dough.
I was thinking about your family today because I was trying to remember how many there were. I don't know. I was getting confused. I don't know
the
why.
youngest of 4.
I know. I was thinking there was more for some reason. I was like, no.
Ooh, you know what a good topic is?
What?
Birth order.
Birth order. We're both the youngest, if you couldn't tell. But
they say the youngest is most likely to succeed in entertainment.
But oh my god, one thing, I only have one older sibling. I have an older sister. Hello. She she likes to act like she molded me with
Yo,
her
yo, we're gonna lose a
bare-
subscriber. You gotta chill.
like she molded me with her bare hands, like she birthed me, like she created me from nothing, and I'm where I am because of her. Which is like, yes, like you can accredit part of yourself to your older siblings because they're there during the formative years, but they're not the only ones that are there during the formative years. But she constantly brings out, I'm like, I'm funny. It's, you can't deny I'm funny. Like, yes, I make the people laugh. But she's like, yeah, it's because you shaped your sense of humor to make me laugh, because that's what younger siblings do. They try to make the older siblings laugh. That's why they're funny, because they want to
Dude,
make
if
the
you
older
find a
ones
younger
laugh.
sibling who isn't funny or like has a sense of humor, like I'm not saying you need to like be like screaming, crying, throwing up, pissing your pants, but like,
Stop, the face you made it worse.
but like, if you find a younger sibling who isn't funny, I would be scared. Cause yes, as a younger sibling, you get clout when you make those clowns laugh, bruh.
It's true, but like I didn't shape my sense of humor for her specifically. Maybe I could. I have to burp. Excuse me. I'm so sorry, everyone. Maybe I could
Bless you.
argue. I feel another one. Maybe I could argue that I
Maybe I could.
that I make, like, okay, maybe my sense of humor is a little bit so my whole family can laugh, because like, yes, I do be making mom and dad laugh too. Like, I think right now they're all probably sitting at home in silence in separate rooms because I'm not there. Then also, like, the people around me who I'm not related to and who didn't even grow up with the same experiences as me, they laugh when I make jokes. I just think I'm just generally funny. Like, I just think that, like, I really just think that that's it. But then I also think that, like,
Oh, dude, I just threw the hair tie and one landed in my mug with a used tea bag in it.
but then also, like, I make jokes to make myself laugh, and then laughter really is contagious. So if I make a good joke and I'm laughing, then everybody else starts laughing. So yes, I am funny at the end of the day. Are you gonna disagree?
No, you don't have to prove yourself to me, twin.
Exactly.
You don't have to prove yourself to anyone.
No, I don't, and I know I'm funny. But the problem if somebody were to come up to me and say you're not funny, I would have like a panic attack, bro. Because I'd be like, oh my
Are
god.
you okay?
No, because actually, like, imagine. Well, like, it's not that big of a deal, but I'd be like taken aback because nobody's ever told me I'm not funny before. Like, oh my god, there was this freshman, senior year of high school. I did theater in high school. Did I turn this on? Okay, I did. That would have been really bad. Senior year of high school, in the musical there was this freshman, I'm not gonna say his name, but he was like just such a character and a
Rupert
half.
Jones.
No. There he was just like a creature, and he was so tiny and small, but he was so mean for no reason. But it was like funny, and he was like the epitome of rage bait. Like, he would go out of his way to constantly say things just to make anybody he could angry. Like, I can't remember, but he was, I also went to Catholic school. He was talking about something in the Bible, but he was saying it so that everybody would get mad at him. And I was like, what are you
Oh, he's
talking
just an
about?
OG rage baiter.
He really was.
Someone has to
But
be.
we were going through a dress rehearsal, and we had like no really backstage area at this school. So we would change in the director, not the director, the head of the theater department's office. Like, he would leave his office and let us change in there. Um, and it was like the seniors that we were friends with, and then like some of the underclassmen that we were friends with, but he was in there, and we needed to change for a scene, and we're like, leave, you need to leave. And then he called me ugly. And I've never been called ugly before. And I was like, oh my god, this is so weird. What the heck? This kid just called me ugly. And I was so confused. And all my friends were there, and I was like, I've never been called ugly before. And they're like, you're not ugly. He's just trying to make you mad. And I was like, wow, like, I wasn't even like sad about it. I was just like, that's new. Like, that's something different. But it was so funny. Like, it was just so funny. I miss him. Like, I actually miss that kid.
Your sister never called you ugly growing up? You guys didn't beef like
I
that?
don't think so. If she did, I don't remember. I don't know.
I think families are so interesting.
They really are.
I just love learning about how people act. But like, I don't want them to know that I'm like, I want to, like, I don't know.
I mean, once she threw me like into a wall, but then
My
if you
sister
ask
popped
her
my
about
elbow
it,
out.
she'll be like, "No, I didn't do that." And I was like, "You, I remember."
Dude, one time I threw an Elmo doll Okay, I tossed it off a shelf so my sister could catch it. She failed to receive the catch. It was a Tickle Me Elmo, which is so funny because her son now is a fiend for Elmo. Happy birthday, Elmo. Is he an Aquarius?
Yes.
Twin.
Yup. We
Um,
should get an Elmo blow up.
I don't like the implications of
No,
that.
like a blow up doll. He can go there.
No.
Anyways.
I threw the Elmo doll. Tickle Me Elmo has a big plastic box in it. Threw it to my sister, not at her, to her. She failed to catch it. It hits her in the head. Her head splits open, starts bleeding. She runs downstairs. We're getting babysitted by my older sister. Babysat by my oldest sister, who is 10 years older than me. I'm not going to say my age because I'm grown now and I can't be releasing that to the public. But my oldest sister, because she was babysitting us, she was like, oh, Katie. Oh, doxing my other sister. It don't matter. My other sister was like, you can't fall asleep now because now that you have a head injury, if you fall asleep, you could die. So Katie was like, on the couch, like concussed with ice, bro, from the Tickle Me, and she was blaming me. I did not throw it at her to inflict damage. She was supposed to catch it, and she failed to catch it. Did I cut her up with scissors one time? Maybe a little bit, but I never saw the wound, bro. I swear to this day she was lying. Because she was coming at me, and I had the scissors, and I was going like this while she was trying to grab them. And it like going like this.
You could have just asked me.
It went like okay, so it like cut like that. This is nothing freaky. Cut like this. Right? And she was like, my hand. And then she ran away and closed the door and locked herself. And I was like, let me see the wound. She's like, there's blood everywhere. You hurt me. I was like, huh? But yeah, she popped my elbow out. I'm sure she did other things to me too. She broke my finger. But it was just like, it wasn't, none of it was violent. We had a couple physical altercations, but most of any time we got physical, it was mutual in the nature of the sport of MMA, kickboxing, UFC.
According to my sister, when I was 2, I stabbed her with a door fork.
Did you guys ever go through like the door slamming thing?
What do you mean?
Reach slam doors and like you'd like hold the door closed and then they couldn't get in.
Yeah.
And someone's hands would always get crushed in the door.
I don't know if my fingers ever got crushed in the door at home, but once at daycare, there was this kid who would always piss with the door open and his pants around his ankles.
You at night?
Well, I don't like closing the door. What if I get trapped in there and they come and take me?
That bathroom at night is scary. There's too many mirrors.
Yes,
it's too dark.
That's why I leave the door open.
There's too many corners. There's too many corners.
Also, at home, I pee with the door open at night, but that's not important. We're not talking about that. But he would pee with the door wide open and his pants around his ankles. And we were waiting in line to use the bathroom. Like, it's a long line of, like, little kids waiting to go to the bathroom. And the door is open, so it has like the gap between the door and the wall, like where the hinges are. And I stuck my fingers in there, and then he closed the door, and then my finger started bleeding, and I was crying. And then they had to take me to the hallway and give me a Band-Aid. I don't know why I did that. Also, like, very easily avoidable. I just could have not done that.
Did you guys ever tie each other up and see if you could get out of it in case you got kidnapped?
No, I did. We have not done that. No.
You should try. It was low-key so fun.
I don't think I'd be able to get out of it if I got kidnapped. That's like actually my biggest fear too. So
I found out, I don't know how old I was. I was probably sub 8, maybe 8 or younger. I don't know.
Sub 5. Giga Chad.
But we were doing that thing where we like pretended to kidnap someone and tie them up, and
right.
It was my sister, because me and my others, not my oldest sister, but my Katie, bro. She'd been named already, bro. We're 2.5, 3 years apart, so like we're very close, and we shared a room for a really long time. But I had her like tied up in the chair, which we'd always tie each other to the desk chair because it was fun, because like you'd spin around and be like a hostage situation. And I put tape over her mouth, and then tape over, and I was like, oh, we were with our neighbor kid who like whatever path he went down, God bless him. I think he's serving the country now, which is beautiful. And then I was like, oh, we got to put tape over her nose. He was like, then she can't breathe. I was like, what do you mean she has ears? They're open. Her ears are open. And he was like, and I was like, no, like she can breathe out of her ears. Can she not? And he was like, no. I was like, oh.
Once when I was younger, I duct taped my mouth because my mom was complaining that I was being too loud and talking too much, which is like, what's new?
Yeah, you really showed her.
And then I discovered like you duct tape is so easy to take off. Like I literally just licked it a few times and it fell off, and I was like, okay, so what was the point of that? You know?
Yeah.
Um, wow, really takes me back.
Oh, childhood.
Reminiscing on childhood is just like I like think
Did you guys play with water balloons growing up?
no.
Okay.
I did not have an outdoorsy childhood.
There was a
I
couple.
played
There was a
soccer, that was
couple
it.
summers where, like, when it started getting hot and the water balloons started, like, and this was before they made the mega balloon pumpers. You know, the ones that make like 100 at a time,
Yeah.
50 at a time. This was before then. So when you wanted to have a water balloon fight, everyone had to get their little knitting hands together, and we all had to make a bunch of water balloons just for like 15 minutes of fun. And you always have those kids during the water balloon fight who try to like stash them up and then become the water balloon dealer. And it's like, bruh, I
don't
need
think
ammo.
I've
You don't
ever
understand. I'm in a war zone.
made a water balloon. Well, I've not played with water balloons with my sister because they used to go to camp, so we'd use water balloons there. But I feel like that's a little bit older. I don't know.
Well, my brother would usually bring a water balloon, my brother and my oldest sister, because they're the older set of the four. Me and Katie are the younger. And they would come in there and they bring a water balloon inside when my mom wasn't home. We were all like, yo, what about to go down? And then we play water balloon toss in the kitchen. And it would always make a mess, but like we were like, oh, but it was so fun.
That just reminded me. This is like not really related. The only thing similar is kitchen and mess. So I think I started cooking for myself when I was 5 years old. I don't know why. I've just always like liked cooking up my concoctions, but also for a very long period of time, I would just like make things that didn't exist. Like I would just mix things together that I thought
It's like
would
the
be
shampoo
good.
bottles.
Yeah, I did that too.
I did
Oh
so
my
much
gosh,
of that.
I
My
was
mom beat
making
me.
potions in the bathroom. It wasn't even funny. But I mixed a bunch of things together and cocoa powder. Excuse me, I'm burping. Your phone's blown up.
Yo, who hitting my line? Continue.
Excuse me, guys, for my burp. So I mixed a bunch of things together in a gallon-sized Ziploc bag, and cocoa powder was also included. This was over the summertime, and back then my mom's mom used to come and stay with us and watch us. While sometimes my grandpa too, they didn't always come together. I actually don't know why, but
Why'd you call your mom's mom, and not your grandma?
because I have two grandmas and one grandpa, so
Oh, okay.
I'm used to differentiating
No, it's
between the
okay.
two. They're both my grandma, but yeah, my mom's mom, grandma. She came and stayed with us, and she would watch us. Also, she's an old lady. Hello, she's a grandma, and I already have old parents, so just imagine how old my grandparents are. Um, yeah, I also was not an easy kid to watch or take care of at all. Probably ADHD, something or other along those lines. But I would like make concoctions, and I made this one in this gallon-sized Ziploc bag, and cocoa powder and probably other chocolate things were included. And I was shaking this bag up to blend it together. I don't even know what the goal was, like what I was trying to make. I can't remember. But I started dancing around the kitchen, shaking this bag, and the chairs in the kitchenette at the dining table in the kitchenette have points on the top of them, and I was really getting into this dance. And I whacked this Ziploc bag on top of one of the chairs, and it exploded all over the kitchen. So, with the way my house is set up, it went all over the table, all over the chairs, all over the kitchen, all over the cabinets, all over the basement door, all over the coat closet door.
Is your basement finished?
Yeah, I think. Well, yeah, yes. They actually, my dad said what were they doing? I don't know. They were renovating something when my mom got pregnant with my sister, and then they were renovating the basement when my mom got pregnant with me. So, anywho, but yeah, so I got this chocolate concoction all over, and I was also like young and little, and I didn't know what to do to clean it up, so I started freaking out. But then I couldn't tell anyone because I'd get in trouble, so I cleaned it up as best I could, and then I was like, nobody's gonna know. And then when my mom came home, she knew, and she was like, "What is this brown stuff all over the place?" And I was like, "What are you talking about?"
Did you kick ice cubes under the fridge?
No, there is no under the fridge in my house. Like you can't get under the fridge.
No, not even under the drawer. Wow.
Drawer?
Like if you have a pull-out freezer on the fridge,
Oh no, we have
the side by side.
yeah.
Wow, we used to just. I still kick them under there. I ain't afraid of you, mom.
We put them in the sink. Also, my mom and her wood floors. Oh my gosh, any drop of water
If they're
gets on
real
that
wood floors,
floor.
though, like I get it.
I don't
I,
know.
as a homeowner, get it.
I have no
That's why
clue,
we
but
opted for tile here.
but like anytime anything liquid gets on the floor, she's like, "My wood floors. These wood floors are 20 something years old, mom." Like,
I bet in 20 years when you have a house and you have real wood floors, you're going to be the exact same way. And that's
like
that's
I get
the
it.
beauty. That's like the
It's-
beauty of it all.
life
I
is
love
really-
this. I love this cyclical nature.
Yeah, you see these trends. Like I could now complain about the things my mom does, but one day I'm gonna be the exact same in her shoes, and I acknowledge that. And then my kids are gonna complain, and then one day their kids will be complaining. Like that's just how it works. But also speaking of things that happened in my house, I almost burned my house down twice, maybe 3 times. I actually don't remember the exact number, but the most notable was in second grade. It was over some sort of extended break, and my mom had this big bouquet of fake flowers in the dining room on this sort of like buffet table that just has like I don't know picture frames on it, and she had 2 long candles underneath it. And when I was younger, I was just obsessed with I don't know fire and candles. Like I still am obsessed with candles in a way. But I lit these two. I lit a stick of dry spaghetti on fire, and then I lit the 2 candles, and then I left. I walked away. I lit these 2 big candles burning under a big bouquet of fake flowers. And then this was when my grandma and her sister, so my great aunt, were both staying with us. Great aunt did not speak English at all. It was me, my sister, grandma, great aunt, and the only way we could communicate with the great aunt was through grandma. We hear screaming. What could that be? Oh, the bouquet is on fire, and my great aunt was the one who noticed that it was on fire. OMG, the flames are licking the ceiling. Wow. I was like, oh my gosh, we have to call 911. I started having a panic attack. I was like, what do we do? What do we do? We're taking cups of water from the sink and pouring it. The flames died down a little bit, but then my grandma picks up the flaming bouquet and she ran with it to the sink, and then we poured water on it, and the ceiling was covered like in ash, I guess. And according to my mom, it still is to this day, but sometimes we get a little dramatic. Yeah, so that happened. What about you?
What?
You ever burn your house down?
No, I played with fire a lot as a kid, but I don't think it ever got that serious. I'm not remembering right. One time I lit a tissue on fire and like in front of my mom. My mom and my oldest sister were having a conversation. I lit a tissue on fire, dropped it by the wooden stool, and ran away. And I was so embarrassed. I was hiding under my blanket. And then my mom came in and was like, "What possessed you to do that?" And I was like, "I don't want to talk about it."
I used to light straws, like the plastic straws, on fire, and then let them curl up, and then I'd cool them down so they'd have like this cool design, and then I'd use them with the cool designs because they looked like flowers.
Yeah. Oh, the toaster. I light things on fire in the toaster 5 times a year minimum. There's something always, and like one of the last time, I don't know, one time I did it, I was like making pizza because I like my pizza like I like it overdone to the point where the cheese is snappy.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I like it. I like it like golden. I don't want it gooey, bro. I want it
like it gooey.
And then okay, but then to get there, you have to get the goo out. So like the goo will hit the burner in the toaster. We have a toaster oven, not like a bread toaster.
We used to have a toaster oven. I like
toaster ovens are elite.
I miss it.
But the thing is, they would sit on the burner, and then like the cheese goop that dripped would just into flames. And one time I was on the phone. I think I was on the phone with one of my friends or something. It doesn't matter. But I was like, "Oh, mom, can you put the fire out in the toaster? I'm gonna get my pizza in a second." And like she just turned around and like, I was like, "At least you're used to it." There's been a couple times when like the microwaves caught. Dude, our lawnmower caught on fire one time while my mom was driving it, and I come downstairs and I look out the back door. My mom is next to the lawnmower while it's burning, and my dad's pouring a bucket of water on it, and they're just standing next to it while it's smoking.
Nonchalant. I once microwaved a Chinese takeout container with like the metal handle. That was when I learned metal doesn't go in the microwave. I was quite young again, and my parents both worked. So they were either home. No, they were home late on school nights until my dad got a different job. So I would spend a lot of time just with my sister or like at daycare or something. But then I think this was when my dad got his new job actually, and he wasn't there. I lit the thing on. I put the thing in the microwave and it caught on fire, and I didn't. That's how I learned you can't put metal in the microwave. I
I've
told my
seen
sister about it.
spoons put in the microwave that never caught on fire.
No, well, at least for my microwave, you can't put metal in the microwave.
I don't know how that works. Shanti has a pull-out microwave, and you put spoon in there, nothing bad happens.
A pull-out microwave?
Yeah, it's elite. It's high tech, bro.
I don't like using the microwave that much. I mean, when I was
People who microwave bread, you're sick.
yeah,
It's gummy, bruh. It's gummy. It's weird.
I microwave bread,
It becomes like dough. It's weird.
but my
like
dad.
if you're heating up a sandwich and you put it in the microwave, you're sick. It goes in the toaster. It goes in the oven. I don't care. You put it in the microwave, it just becomes goop.
My dad gets this bread from the grocery store, like fresh baked, and then on the second days it gets. Take that down, Jenna, off my desk.
That felt good.
Gross.
My feet are.
I don't like feet. Anywho, and my dad will get this fresh baked bread, and then on the second day it'll be like harder. You just put it in the microwave for 15 seconds. It's soft. You eat it quick. You're fine. But in high school, I really didn't like using the microwave like at all. Like I would heat things up on the stove.
30-second button. Elite.
There's like the time buttons. This coming here was the first time I had a microwave to live with that had time, like number buttons on it. Like we have a dial on ours, and it only goes 15-second intervals. No.
What was I gonna? Oh, feet. How common is like freaks for feet? How common is that? Do we
I
got stats on that?
I don't know if it's common or
Pull
if it's
that up.
just like joked about so much, you know?
It's just feet, bruh. I don't get it. Like feet to me aren't gross, but they aren't like the end all be all.
How
Common is foot freakiness.
Because also though, here's the thing though, like that's what touches the ground. 10 to 15% of the population.
Okay.
So it's just
I was gonna say
it's
like
just
funny.
Joked about a lot. I think that's it. Because
yeah, but you sometimes you meet some of them in the wild and you're like, oh.
Yeah. But then there's people who are really freaky for any part of the body.
It's true.
It gets to a point.
Pits.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of.
Actually?
Actually, yes. I don't understand. Like, I think armpits are more gross than feet, actually. Because your armpit, like, it produces sweat.
It's also like a flap.
And you have the hair in there. Just like, yuck.
What would you do if a guy, like, took his shirt off and his armpits were waxed?
I don't think I'd actually care that much. Well,
but how long would it take you for notice? Like, I'm telling bald.
I don't think I'd notice.
Okay, legs bald.
I would notice because I think, like, there are certain areas that I feel like there should be hair. I don't care much for an armpit at all, ever. Gross. Like, kind of honestly keep that away from me, especially if it stinks. I don't know if you're out there sniffing armpits. Ew.
I'm not out there sniffing pits, but I do like the smell of a little man musk from the piss.
I knew that.
I'd be honest.
I knew that.
I sniff a man's piss. I sniff my man's piss.
I like I like when a guy walks by and he smells good. That's
yes,
about
but
it.
like
I don't like, dude. The guy that was on the elliptical next to me when we were doing RDLs, when he stepped up, he stunk. Oh
I didn't. I was
God.
distracted by that man who was very vertically challenged, and I felt so bad that I was looking at him so much. But
tiny one.
he was really tiny. But he had that arm, bro. He was body positive.
It's true. Yeah, but if a man was like clean body, no hair at all, I'd be like,
yo, like you're a psychopath.
Like,
also, like
that's-
a man's legs. Like if you have to touch a man's legs and they smooth like a woman's, I would be scared. That would give
too,
like
because
relationship dysphoria.
his legs would be smoother than mine.
What about facial hair?
Facial hair, it really depends on the man, actually, because like some men don't look good with facial hair. They look better without facial hair. Maybe I do prefer facial hair. Yes, maybe I do like a good mustache. And perhaps a beard. It depends on the guy. I think mustache is my favorite though.
Mustache is fun.
I like a nice bushy mustache.
It's fun. It has a
think
time and a place.
Mustaches look best when the guy has light facial hair. That's just what I've come to notice.
Yeah. Oh, what's weird is when they have dark hair and they have light facial hair.
Yeah.
It's like they got a blonde mustache, but their hair is brown. It's like, oh.
Yeah, but also like some guys don't need facial hair.
Oh, the craziest is when it's ginger.
And their hair's not.
Yes. Like they'll be blonde, but their facial hair be ginger, and you're like, what is lurking in that pool?
I don't want to say it, but I don't know. I'll tell you later. Just know it's inappropriate. What else? Are you saying like if a man like went out of his way to make sure he was waxed, like he set up
Like that's part of his routine.
Yeah, I wouldn't like that actually.
Even if I saw like a strip missing, I'd be like,
I think that if
what you do in your free time, boy?
saw a strip missing, I would ask about that, but I think it would be kind of funny because him and his friends bought wax strips and they all tested.
Like how often? Like I want to know the amount of men who have at least shaved a little bit of their leg to see what it feels like.
I think a lot. I think that would be a high number.
I don't know if I'm outing anyone, but my brother, he shaved a little bit of his leg. He got dry legs, bro. When I tell you,
so does my dad. I think it's just a man thing because they don't moisturize.
Which is like crazy. Like, you have the lotion. Don't lie to me, bro. Just use it. But like these dry, scaly chicken legs. Like, we call them chicken legs. Wait, maybe that's me, but it's from my grandpa because my grandpa has like these chicken legs and my brother got them too. Because we got big legs as a family. My dad got big legs. But like scaly, like broken up desert, just ASMR dry legs. And he like shaved a little bit and he like put lotion on it. He's like, I wanted to see the difference. And I was like, he's like, I think the hair prevents the moisture. I was like, bro, just oil up your legs.
You need more. You need to put more
on up your legs,
like,
bro.
Conditioner. Oh my gosh. Condition your legs. Use conditioner on your legs.
It probably works.
Yeah. Actually, when you think about it. If you're a man with hairy legs, try it out and let us know in the comments below.
I have a question.
For who?
You. Loki, you could just mute that part. Is that offensive?
We could get canceled. But you know what that made me think of? There's a video, I think I see it on Reels more than TikTok, but it's like, why do all polyamorous people look like that? And then it's a bunch of polyamorous people stitching it. They're like, what do you mean by that? And it's like,
I'm just curious. Like, is that part of like the like aesthetic?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do we keep that in?
You could let me mute it.
Okay.
But like keep the reaction because it was funny as hell.
Okay. I'll have to censor your mouth, I think. Because we have any lip readers out there. Ew, I can hear the spit in your mouth. Guys, we're both going. Did I say that already? We're both going home this weekend.
I'm not going home.
She's not. She's going to a wedding. It's hers. Excuse me, guys. I'm sorry. It's the Diet Coke. Diet Coke caffeine.
We all have vices.
Girl, put your record down. This is going to be the longest podcast episode ever if we keep that first part. I don't even remember what we talked about. Do we keep it?
If you want. IDC.
I don't know if our viewers will sit down because we have 3 on a good day.
Bro.
3, like 2.5.
We might have alienated all of them.
No.
With this episode.
Wait, we look into. Well, no.
Next podcast, we're gonna question why we have no people in our lives who like us and why it's just us.
But no, you said you like the male scent. We said positive that
the male scent don't make it weird, bro.
You like your man's scent.
I think that's just how pheromones work, though.
Yes. But no, like last episode we sat down and we just told men what not to do. Now we're telling men what to do.
Don't wax your legs.
Don't. I think hairless
men
are like scary. Like you want to be a girl so
but
bad.
I don't want to like hairy is.
There's a limit. There's a minimum and a maximum. So,
what would you do if a man got his eyebrows like threaded?
Why would he need that?
Let's say he likes them clean.
No, that's a little.
Would you?
effeminate.
But would you want your man to let you do his eyebrows?
Yes.
Yeah.
But I don't think I wouldn't want him to make it like a. I want to have
Like he's just waiting there with like spa ready.
Yeah, I think I would have to, in order for this to be a normal situation, I would have to beg him to let me do his eyebrows and him to be like, oh, okay, fine, you know, not be like, OMG, yes, like please do my.
But what if
eyebrows.
you're just like, oh, can I do your eyebrows? And he's like, yeah, sure.
Okay, that's fine, I guess.
Okay.
But he can't.
Not everything has to be a fight.
Well, no, but no, but I don't want him to be like,
Girl, I was
eyebrows?"
waiting for you to ask.
So yeah, there's that.
Girl, put your records on.
The song is such a black girl confidence pop. You might not know that, bro.
I know what you're talking about.
You do?
Mhm.
Wow. I think it's so funny now that you've deleted Instagram, like listening to you make discoveries about things that I knew about like a few weeks ago, but weren't relevant.
Okay, the thing is, because I've never been
yeah,
I've never been with the times.
and now you're even more behind.
And I love it. And because I'm low-key, I'm digging back into what I do have, and I'm unlocking.
There's a little activity.
I'm unlocking more brain rot that got buried. And I like not knowing what's going on and learning at my own pace. Is the AI baby still around?
Well, every time I open Roblox, I got like an AI baby.
Okay.
Obby, but I haven't seen like a reel with the AI baby.
He's probably all grown up now.
It's true. I'm trust me, I'm using that sticker all the time, but
They grow up too fast.
it's true.
Son, I'm crying.
The I got some new ones. I don't know if you've ever seen these before. This is it. I actually don't even have the. I think I have to find the original one.
What is that you digging in your eye, twin?
Where?
Go back to your photos.
Oh, I started recording and then I stopped
Oh.
it. Should be in my albums. Should be under reaction photos. Here it is. He made a statement so trash, even his gang clowned him. But then there's variations of it. So I have, he made a statement so factual, even his gang applauded him. He made a statement.
You in class, cold call.
You guys know this little dog.
That's how the guy talking about cannibalism felt. He made a statement.
It was so scary. Oh my gosh. And you don't know this chicken. If I show
You showed me the chicken.
Oh, I did. Because it was all over. It's still, like, it's not so popular anymore, but it still comes up for me on my reels because it got to a point where every other reel was that chicken. That's what it sounds like, sort of. That's good, but... Okay, well, it's 10 p.m.
Real.
So we gotta, like, wrap it up.
Real.
So thanks for watching another pod episode, guys. This is our lad podcast as teenagers.
So the drop off is gonna be crazy because
we're not gonna have anything to talk about because, as we know, our audience is all young except for one.
they're all young.
My sister.
I do not claim that, bro. I'm not going down for that. And then the old people aren't gonna be interested because we're not like desirably young.
Yeah,
people
we're
anymore.
not unk.
We're just chud.
Exactly. Okay, smile for the thumbnail.